Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Primetime Newscast on Canal International. I'm called Morinzia. Top stories. The population of the Northwest region has been advised to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and respect barrier measures, as the region is already experiencing a third wave of the pandemic, with some patients diagnosed of the Delta variant. After the publication of the Ministry of Secondary Education limiting PTA levy to a maximum 25,000 franc CFA, some schools have begun reimbursing 15,000 to each parent from the 40,000 collected for PTA. Those are major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening and welcome to this edition of Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. The population of the Northwest region of Cameroon has been advised to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and respect barrier measures, as a region is already experiencing the third wave of the pandemic, with some patients diagnosed of the Delta variant. A release signed by the Northwest Regional Delegate for Public Health, Dr. Kingsley Cheso, indicates that last week the region recorded a total of 631 new COVID-19 infections and 15 COVID-19 related deaths. So far, there are currently 1,839 COVID-19 patients in the region who are either on treatment, hospitalized, or confined in their homes. The regional delegate has expressed fears that the virus might keep spreading if the population keeps shying from the COVID-19 vaccine, which he says only 25,690 people have so far been administered out of 943,356 targeted population. We'll come back to that in a subsequent editions of the news. The state of Cameroon has lost over 17 billion franc CFA to the bad practice of corruption in the year 2020. The report presented this September 23 reveals that the transport sector is the most corrupt sector, with 17% of the overall corruption rate. Details to Hysen Chia.
The practice of corruption still gaining grounds in Cameroon. According to the National Anti-Corruption Commission, CONAC, the financial damage suffered by the state of Cameroon as a result of corruption and other related offenses in 2020 is estimated at 17,611,274,184 francs. The 2020 Corruption Status Report equally reveals that the road transport sector is ranked first with 17% corruption allegations. The next deplored sector is the land administration with 14.60%, the law and order domain at the third position with 13.60%, the finance sector at 12.60%, and 11.30% for the justice system. The Commission equally underlines that the high rate of corruption in colleges, with illegal collection of money and abandonment of duty post by teachers in schools, like the government high school Elixono in Yaoundé, but continue to collect salaries. Numerous complaints of the bad practice involving officials on duty at the Central Regional Delegation of Public Service and Administrative Reforms, the Yaoundé City Council, Yaoundé 2 and Yaoundé 4 councils, Littoral 1 Custom Sector, the Ministries of Basic Education, Water and Energy, and a host of other public structures implicated. The CONAC Status Report equally holds that 42.09% anti-corruption plans were implemented nationwide in 2020, with the East region recording the highest implementation rate of 57.11% and the Southwest region with the lowest implementation rate of 31.66%. The anti-corruption body strongly recommends further improvement on the legal framework and the setting up of multi-anti-corruption laws. These, as Cameroonians, are challenged to live on the slogan, "What is not yours, do not touch," or "What is not ours, we should not touch." 1517 at your disposal to denounce perpetrators of corruption.
And 1 week to reflect on the situation of over 1.2 million elderly persons in Cameroon as of 2015 statistics, and to evaluate government's actions in terms of the care of the social category. The focus is 2021 International Day for Elderly, officially launched on Thursday by Social Affairs Minister Pauline Irene-Guéné in Yaoundé. The 31 edition is observed on the theme Digital Equity for All Ages, explained here by the Minister Pauline Irene-Guéné, as moves aimed at reducing the generational digital divide better corresponds with their loved ones benefit from medical monitoring and maintain intellectual and social activity. Let's now listen to an excerpt put together by our reporter Beatrice Ngamu.
Nobody should be left on the side. I think that's the time, the occasion for us to take care of elders, because they are usually left aside. But at least with the digital, they will surely be in contact with others. So all we're doing here, not only we're taking care of the medical aspect, but we want them to be integrated in the development of today in our country.
Of elderly persons in Cameroon is still very much wanting. Our reporter Beatrice Ngamo sought to know how government is handling the rights and well-being of these persons in their third age, alongside dispositions for proper healthcare. Her story.
As people grow to 60 and above, issues such as high blood, diabetes, the eyes, teeth, ear, knees, and other problems commonplace. The cries of Mama Helen and Pauline and many others of the third age as they await consultation. It seems as if all my body is rotting. My eyes does not see well. My ears, you need to shout for me to hear. My back, my feet, to walk is like there are pillars inside. These persons need particular attention as far as healthcare is concerned. But this elderly can only benefit from the geriatric wards in hospitals.
Social action services in the hospitals that work with the geriatric entities in the public hospitals in Cameroon.
That is not even enough. In the geriatric wards in Central Hospital and Lakentini Hospital, it may not be enough for you, but we are trying and doing all for more as far as your care is concerned. As suggestions, the elderly have this plea. Create hospital uniquely for the elderly that should take care of us because we are old and weak. On the occasion of the International Day for the Elderly, launched this Thursday in Yaoundé,
the Minister of Social Affairs has brought the medical teams here and is paying for the consultation that they are doing for the older persons, those who don't have the means to go and do this consultation in the hospital. Ophthalmological consultation, we have the dentist who is there, we have COVID testing, we have even the COVID vaccine that they are going to take. We have tests for diabetes and other.
Over 1.2 million Cameroonians belong to the 60 and above age bracket, important for proper health attention, especially as they remain very useful as far as the country's development is concerned.
After the publication of the Ministry of Secondary Education limiting PTA levies in Cameroon to maximum 25,000 francs CFA, some schools have begun reimbursing fees earlier collected to some parents. A student journalist visited some schools today in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé. Her story.
Part of PTA levy refunds at the government bilingual high school Kwabang, Kola Famba subdivision, Mefu and Afamba division becoming a reality. The sum of 15,000 francs from the initial 40,000 as shown by the receipt, reimbursed following the ministerial order limiting the amount to a maximum of 25,000 francs. According to the timetable pasted at the gate, the reimbursement will be done subsequently one class after the other, beginning from Thursday 23rd, but postponed to 27 September to 8 October 2021. Since Wednesday, parents have been infiltrating the school campus for more clarification.
Yeah, so that we have to retire our app here. So I'm just waiting since our director is not there. I'm just waiting. But I'm not sure that it will be possible to give it to me.
Despite the joy of reclaiming part of the PTA levy by most parents, some are still critical on the ministerial decision, especially with the limited government infrastructure in most schools.
It is true, the minister has signed a communique, but the decision does not come with action or money. We have started the construction of some classrooms with the PTA levy, but where shall we take money from to finish the project? So we thought, putting our heads together like parents, we could do something better for the children.
The polemics surrounding the collection and management of PTA funds in school across the country are still very much present.
In prelude to World Pharmacies Day that will be commemorated on September 25 across the globe, the USAID officially handed equipment or regional funds today for health promotion in the littoral region. These will bring health closer to the population, as we hear the following story with Saleh Sharifa.
Health equipment from the United States Agency for International Development through a ceremony to the Regional Fund for Health Promotion of Littoral. This is in prelude to activities following the World Pharmacies Day, which holds every 25th September. This equipment will ease activities for pharmacists in the context of pandemic and improve product availability at the health facility level. It took place this Friday, 24th September in Douala.
Pharmacies work for research and development for medicines. They work for medicine production, then distribution, and in fact that's why we are here at the Special Fund for Health Promotion, the Regional Fund I mean, and then dispensing medicines and counseling patients.
World Pharmacists Day are to valorize pharmacists as they are trusted for the health of the population.
We strongly advise the population, please don't go to those people. They are manipulating and selling you things they don't know. If you have any health issue, please, when it concerns your medicine and other health products, go to your officially recognized, approved pharmacist.
The pharmacists are putting in place measures to stop population from consuming roadside drugs, as they will ensure transportation of commodities from central warehouses to regional warehouses.
And a new team to boost the National Blood Transfusion Center and to fill the gap of over 300,000 bank needed yearly over the national territory have officially taken up a function. The two are Tatani Ekwa as the chairman of the management committee and Mary Jolte as the deputy general manager. As you hear the following story with Beatrice Ngamu.
Acute blood scarcity is a worrying situation here in Cameroon. This as women continue to lose lives during childbirth for lack of blood transfusion, representing 40% of maternal deaths registered yearly. Blood-related illnesses such as sickle cell anemia, severe malaria and accidents, amongst many, adds to the demand list. Once the care, follow-up of a pathology or medical intervention requires blood transfusion, there cannot be any other alternative. Meaning, there is no substitute for blood, as it is a unique product. But unfortunately, the blood banks are often dry. The annual demand for blood is 400,000, but supply just 100,000. The challenge for the newly installed Professor Tatani Ekwe and Maina Julde is to fill this 300,000 blood bank gap, make Cameroonians understand and accept the blood donation culture.
Convince our population, our people, of blood donation. They should understand that this is a culture and that to be a citizen, and to be a good citizen, you have to be a humanitarian. You have to give blood and have the feeling that you have saved some life.
And they cannot do this alone.
We will have to get the support of all this population, the government and all the partners to build something new.
The former dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences of the University of Yaoundé, National President of Polio Certification Committee, member of the Scientific Council for the Fight Against COVID-19, Tetanye Ekwe, and teammate, former Inspector General of Administration Services at the Ministry of Public Health, Maina Jurde, sure have what it takes to ensure the availability and accessibility of blood throughout the national territory.
And that report brings us to the end of this edition of Newscast on Canal the International. Thanks so much for watching. We have news in the French language at exactly this number second. With Alain Shislenkanga. Coming up next is The Brief with Buban Gomna. So me, I'll be back Monday with another edition. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay company.